5 teams that fumbled the title. Newcastle United 1995-1996 season. Newcastle had just signed Faustino Asprilla and had amassed a 12-point advantage in January and were virtually guaranteed to win the league. After getting a narrow win against 10-man Leeds United, who had been forced to play defender Lucas Radebe in front of goal for most of the match, Ferguson questions the Yorkshire side's integrity and doubted whether they would put up such a fight in the forthcoming match against Newcastle. The pressure and mind games were getting to Keegan, which became all too apparent as he exploded in his post-match interview for Sky Sports.
When you do that with footballers like he said about Leeds, and when you do things like that about a man like Stuart Pearce, I've kept really quiet, but I'll tell you something. He went down in my estimation when he said that. We have not resorted to that. But I'll tell you, you can tell him now, if you're watching it, we're still fighting for this title, and he's got to go to Middlesbrough and get something. And I'll tell you, honestly, I will love it if we beat them. Love it.
Famous rant is considered by many to be the moment when the title was won, as unfortunately for Keegan, Newcastle drew their final 2 matches and Manchester United clinched their 3rd Premier League title in 4 years by 4 points. Manchester United 1997-1998 season. United were in cruise control, leading Arsenal by a massive 11 points with 9 games remaining in the regular season. Up stepped Le Professeur. He put a stop to that real quick. Arsene Wenger got to the better of Fergie at Old Trafford in March, and by the time the Gunners thrashed Wimbledon in April, they never looked back. United were considered the best chasers in the Premier League history, but that year the hunter became the hunted. Squeaky bum time, folks. Wenger's side went on an amazing run, snatching 45 points from a possible 51 between 26 December to 3rd May, effectively usurping Manchester United. Captain Tony Adams wrapped up the title, charging on to fellow centre-back Steve Ball's through ball and firing in the final goal of Arsenal's 4-0 triumph against Everton at Highbury. Despite losing their last 2 matches, United couldn't make up the difference, moving to only within 1 point of Arsenal, and Wenger became the first overseas manager to lift the EPL. Arsenal 2002-2003 season. This season could be the root of Arsenal's permanent mental fragility. Arsenal had sold Thierry Henry to Barcelona in the summer, but got Eduardo Silva in as a replacement. Unfortunately, it didn't end well for both the club or Eduardo. The Gunners didn't lose in the league until November and were 5 points clear by Valentine's Day. A nasty leg break to Eduardo against Birmingham nearly ended his career, and Arsenal only came away from that game with a point. With 1 game in 8 games between February and April, let both Chelsea and United overtake them as the Gunners finished second. Liverpool 2013-2014 season. Liverpool were just a couple of games away from winning their first title in 24 years. Torres and Sturridge were on fire with the goals, and Gerrard topped the charts on assists. Then came the infamous choke. Gerrard slipped over against Chelsea, allowing Dembaba to score the only goal of the game, adding pressure to the side and allowing City to be within touching distance. Liverpool drew their next match 3-3 against Crystal Palace, allowing City to win the league on the final day by 2 points. 2022-2023 season. This season the Gunners looked promising and had everyone believing that this will be the team to break the Pep grip of the Premier League. Has won 4 out of the last 6 Premier League titles, and even the rivals were rooting for Arsenal. String of draws against West Ham, a loss to City, and a loss to Brighton effectively meant that City would retain their trophy should they beat Chelsea this week. For watching, please like, share and subscribe for more regular videos to come. Stay safe.